Hello guys and welcome to round 33 in face-to-face season 4 for the game Dawn of War Soulstorm. One of those big competitive tournaments that went on for over a year, I guess. 2009 to 2010. This time mixalich has to face RamRoud, back then a strong and popular Ork player. RamRoud also was one of the few streamers back then, along with his clanmate Gerard, which passed away a few years ago. He was also known as Gabriel Angelos on the Russian YouTube community. Anyways, back to this game. RamRoud in the lower position with Orks. One of those Orks which stick to his playstyle. He wasn't one of those high economy Ork players, one of the more aggressive Orks here. He usually tried to play more aggressively on a lower economy, but he had different styles from what I recall, so we'll see what he will do in this game. In the top side, mixalich with his main race, Space Marines. Fair to say that mixalich changed his main to Eldar. Maybe even a bit later in this tournament. I might be wrong, but I think he switched to Eldar. That was possible to do, so we'll find out later in this season what happened. RamRoud here opened with 3 Slugger Boys.
It now belongs to the Orks. What's it? Abuse. Sod off.
Allows for a very fast map control. Very fast map control and a faster big mech also, right. That means also faster harass on enemy base. This is actually a good build from what I can see. You get faster map control, faster big mech, faster aggression. I mean, not necessarily faster map control, since you will send one Slugger Boy squad towards the enemy. But if you get Shoot Up Boys, usually you capture 1 point with them. Here you have big mech and 1 servitor is already dead. And also 1 decap will happen here. Lucky Slugger Boys received very low damage for a long time, and the squad even might survive here. Right. Reinforces on time, and the other low HP Slugger Boys didn't even die. Big Mech probably has the teleport. He could have jumped away also. So we look at the map control here. 4 points for mixalich, gets the 5th one. And now 6 points for RamRoud. He's got 5 strategic points and the relic point. Might also get the critical location soon under control. And this was a banner opening. Nice one. So he will add Shoot Up Boys and probably reinforce. He can feel this Space Marine aggression incoming. That's why you add the banner. Generator start is also good. He could have upgraded this LP2 faster and maybe repair and defend more easily. But you never know on which side Space Marine will attack, so you don't know which point really to upgrade. Already below half HP Force Commander, that's a big deal. And mixalich here made 3 squads of Tactical Space Marines. Looks like he wants to end the game quick. Well, ideally in this matchup, Space Marine has to do critical damage in raw tier 1 before Ork gets any upgrades, I believe. So If you manage to destroy some listening posts, some banners, Space Marine player gets the advantage in tier 2 for some time, and then work becomes stronger again in tier 3. Tier 1.5 and tier 3 I would say are for work, tier 2 and tier 2.5 are for the Space Marines. But it depends a lot how Space Marine will hit tier 2, in what condition. If work will damage him a lot in early game, which is not really the case here, Space Marine might struggle later on. Only if the big mech would focus the force commander and kill it would be great for work. Mixalich captured the relic, getting decapped now by the Slugger boys, and RamRoud adds the pile of guns. He's already got the generator in there and 2 banners. That means when the pile of guns is up, RamRoud can make the armor upgrade instantly and add the big shooters on the shooter boys. That's one of those game-changing moments. Once you add big shooters, Space Marine retreats if he doesn't have the snipers. 80-0 for Mixalich. All of this investment into the Tactical Marine squad. Very low HP on the Force Commander. Quite sloppy micro here from RamRoud. He fought in close combat with the Tactical Marines for a long time. Shooter boys cannot do that. Shooter boys should not fight Tactical Marines in close combat. They have don't have enough HP. And look at the close combat damage, it's not so good. Much higher on the Tactical Marines, and they also have more HP. So you better try and out micro the Marine player instead of fighting in close combat. Bad move with this squad from Mixalich, went too deep into the Orks, and almost the entire squad down. Big Mech low on HP, almost got smashed in here.
4 minutes until take and hold victory.
Tactical Marine squad will leave. Still 3 squads. A low HP for the Force Commander. Now he can get focused by the pile of guns. Gun.
Taking damage.
Three minutes until take and hold victory.
Generator up for Mixalich, but he's lost one. No, he didn't lose any squad. Adds the armory. Now Mixalich realized he can't really fight the Orks on the right. And he will try to go for counter harass on the other side. Playing some catch me if you can with the work for a while. Look at work in the meantime. Only one LP2 upgraded, right? Yeah, only one LP2 upgraded, no need for high economy. Sometimes it's just better to play aggressive in some matchups and make use of your advantage earlier in the game. Then upgrade economy slower as the game goes. Blast your research. I guess the game will be over with the coming of this upgrade. Another LP2 upgrade in there on the left. No, in fact this might be a take and hold victory. RamRoud will defend the middle. This critical location paid off big time, provided +6 income and good vision of the area. Very well done for RamRoud to get it early. The blast tier is up on the shoot-up boys. Mixalich adding flamers, trying to fight the Orks here, throws a frag grenade into the shoot-up boys. The amount of Orks in here might be too much for Mixalich to handle. There's armor upgrade on the Orks, there's blaster upgrade, and now even Choppy is up. The nob leaders can fight even the force commander. And that's it, GG. Mixalich had low economy and he was losing this fight. The amount of marines that got killed in here. Poor marines. Well, not much you can do against work on this map. I still consider this the best map for Orks. And a good game and well played on both sides. A bit of a back and forth early. Then work getting the tier 1.5 advantage and dealing with the marines. One thing I didn't get, why Mixalich did not add the snipers. Feels like they might pay off faster than just Overwatch on the tactical marines. Add the sniper. Still difficult matchup for Space Marines on Shrine of Excellion. What can I say? Second game, Mixalich gets Chaos. Picks Chaos. No more Space Marines. I'm actually not sure for which faction the matchup is harder, for Space Marines or for Chaos. It might be Chaos, in fact. In the early game, it might be more difficult for Chaos than for Space Marine. However, the DPS on Chaos is insane. As soon as they hit tier 2, they enable that Wrath, add the Plasma, Heavy Bolters, and the Orks get killed very quickly by the Chaos damage. Cost effectiveness of Chaos units in tier 2 is much better than Orks. So if they manage to survive properly without much damage, by then Chaos has very good chances in the matchup. Standard opening from Mixalich. Actually, not very standard, but it was a common thing back then, I suppose. Only 2 cultists, Chaos Marines and Chaos Lord. No generator. Well, honestly, with this opening you can also add a generator. If you make only 2 cultists, you have enough for a generator at the beginning, and then you have to wait only a few seconds until you have enough for the first listening post. It might be better if you start with a generator. It allows to make also the Chaos Marines and Chaos Lords. The only difference will be that you have to build the first listening post with both heretics, since you won't have enough for 2 listening posts as fast. How did RamRoud start? As in the previous game, I suppose. 3 Slugger boys, but this time he added generator first and floats a bit. Now instead of this float I would upgrade 1 or 2 LP2s and then add a banner and maybe pile guns. No need to float so much. 400 to 200. Upgrades 1 LP2 too late. This one could have been upgraded by now instead of floating, that's what I mean. Instead of the float, you can deal with it easily if you click ASAP on an LP2 upgrade. Cultist decap here on the relic. 2 LP2s upgraded, so yeah. Instead of floating 400 to 200, RamRoud could have upgraded these LP2s 1 minute earlier. Something like that. Or at least 30 seconds faster. That means at this time he would have a higher income already. And win economy time. Banner is up, adds 1 more generator, doesn't have enough power for the pylo guns, so we'll need that generator. If he wouldn't have floated, he could have made only 1 LP2 and built the pylo guns in here. He would have enough for the pylo guns. No shoot-up boys yet on the battlefield. Chaos Lord hitting the big mech. The fatality saves the mech for some time. If there's no jump on the big mech, he is in trouble. Has to jump away from here. Right. But didn't really jump in the right place. He probably wants to get Chaos away from his base. Without upgrades, Slugger boys cannot fight the Chaos Marines. Chaos Marines close combat damage is even higher than on the Tactical Marines from Space Marines. You cannot fight Chaos Marines in close combat with raw Slugger boy. Another LP2 upgrade. I do not recognize RamRoud in this game. So many LP2s. Well, the pylo guns is up. What will you do now? Ideally, you make lots of shoot-up boys with big shooters. RamRoud is not planning to add them. What will he do then? Where are the shoot-up boys? I don't get what Work is doing, honestly. Keeps fighting these Chaos Marines with the Slugger boys. So many resources wasted on this squad. So much reinforcement for the Works. Chaos Lord now with a plasma pistol focuses the big mech. There goes the jump. Saves the big mech. Armor upgrade from RamRoud, economy is quite good, but no army at all. Chaos can easily engage in here and destroy this LP2. Easy. Tank with the Chaos Lords, and you have Chaos Marines with plasma also. 98 to 20 economy for Mixalich. Only now upgrades 2 more LP2s. Mixalich played on a lower economy. I mean, he did not invest as much as Work in economy, instead he made a stronger army, faster. And took the map control. These 2 critical locations provide plus 12 for Mixalich now for a long time. Now if Work loses this, it might be game. It means a lot. If you lose the LP2 and the war banner next to it, might be over right there. RamRoud will have to fight and hold the position at all costs. He probably will succeed. Chaos Lord still under the fire of the LP2 for some time. Unnecessary thing to tanks for so long. And the Chaos Lord plasma pistol always focuses the big mech. How? When the big mech is attached, it's not supposed to always focus the big mech. You cannot really focus him. It only works with turrets and LP2s. Again, focus on the big mech. Very lucky Chaos Lord. What is the problem in this fight? Only close combat units from RamRoud, no shoot-up boys, so if Mixalich always will run away from these Slugger boys or Storm boys, Chaos Marines won't die. Chaos big mech already dead. That Chaos Lord with plasma exterminated him. And tier 2 underway for Mixalich. Frag grenade cast into the Slugger boys. Too much firepower here. Only all that for only 1 LP2.
4 minutes until taking hold victory.
So aggressive play from RamRoud, trying to fight back, but bad decision making with unit choice, I would say. You need damage dealing units such as shooter boys with big shooters and even blaster upgraded in order to kill the Chaos Marines. If you only make Slugger boys and Storm boys, your opponent can micro away from your close combat units. A mistake, I would say, from RamRoud. Maybe he wanted to play differently. Now he's got nothing. Storm boys out of position, Slugger boys without the Nob leader. The other squad has the Nob leader and the Claw researched. LP2 and Banner focuses the Chaos Lord. Not even close to over yet. But if the Banner goes down, that's hurting work a lot. And here goes tier 2 with the Wrath and the Chaos Marines. In tier 2 there are a lot of damage upgrades for the Chaos Marines, even for close combat. So it gets very difficult for Orks. What Chaos can do in tier 2 is 3-4 Chaos Marines fully upgraded with all the upgrades and Chaos Lord upgrades, which provides the damage bonuses, HP upgrades, and add also Horrors. That might be everything you need. 3-4 Chaos Marine squads fully upgraded and Horrors. That combination works well in many matchups because it has a very high DPS. Pays off really well. Another thing you can do is add 2 Chaos Marine squads or 3 and make defilers, 2-3 defilers. And work will suffer a lot from the defiler damage. Sorcerer miscontrolled, got slaughtered by the big mech. Not sure how that happened. How did Mixalich lose focus of the Sorcerer? No HP upgrade yet for the Chaos Marines, that's a problem. And Mixalich is not even using his Rhino to get inside and escape from this horde of close combat Orks. That's why you make the Rhino in the first place. Get away from the Orky horde, which huge number of work in here. Heavily outnumbering Chaos. If Mixalich will not micro, he will obviously lose the fight. He already lost 1 squad probably. Not the best micro from Mixalich in this fight. If you don't have all the upgrades on the Chaos Marines, do not fight in close combat with the Orks. Only now the HP upgrade, Purge the Weak. One of the most important upgrades for Chaos in tier 2, and you usually make it before the Machine Pit. What a waste on this Machine Pit though. Mixalich built it only for a Rhino, and the Rhino almost wasn't used. It provided no value basically. So you count how much the Machine Pit costs, how much the Rhino. Turns out it was a complete waste. Should have made more Chaos Marines and fully upgrade them. Maybe build the Circle instead and also make stun for Chaos Sorcerer. And in the Circle you can also do some nice upgrades for the Chaos Lord. Ork feeling safe here in the Chaos base, already took 1 point, wants to build it. If this is getting finished, RamRoud can build banners around here. The banners will deal damage and allow work to advance in tech right into the enemy base. It's one thing you can do with Necrons also. If you manage to rush them, you can get 1 point from the Necrons base, start building banners around it, but you have to keep making army in order to fight the Necrons or any other race. 92 to 20 economy for Mixalich. Not everything is lost yet, but work now is also tier 2. The tank busters are here. Defiler out. The amount 15 slugger boys in this squad. Usually you don't see fully reinforced slugger boys in competitive games. But as I've said earlier, RamRoud plays differently. He's mostly a creative player, not playing by the book, as nowadays players do. What you have nowadays is two very good builds, which are being played in most matchups and most maps from the top players. Back in the day, players played more creatively, tried to invent builds on the way. Another Slugger Boy squad on Overwatch in there. For now, resting in here, preparing for the fight. Overwatch, it will get fully reinforced. You don't even need the knobs. Why no custom gadgets research though, when you float so much? Also, RamRoud has to decap ASAP. Looks like RamRoud got disconnected. He's not doing anything with his squads. I don't get it. Looks like work is away from keyboard. He does not react to the take and hold and did not micro in here for a long time. He got distracted or what? He has to decap. Only 1 minute until take and hold. Work probably will overlook this. Will be very sad. Suicidal fight in here for the Orks. I don't understand these decisions from the players. Okay, looks like RamRoud noticed. He has to decap. Maybe he will manage. There's no Rhino out from Mixalich. He will not manage to catch the tank busters. With a Rhino he could have gotten in here very quick and kill these tank busters. Could have won by taking hold. But Work lost most of his infantry. Knobs out. No mech. 2 squads of knobs being made, which I think is a mistake. Okay, take and hold got cancelled. But this fight here, I think, lost Work the game. He had to retreat. A mistake done by the greedy Work. I don't like knobs. I mean, they are good if you have support for them. You either need damage dealing vehicles as support for the knobs, or flash gits, shoot up boys, some of those. Because of this reason, a frag grenade cast into the knobs and most of them will die. If not die, they will lose morale, and the Defiler is a perfect counter to the knobs. Same issue with the Storm Boys. Storm Boys are very good, but if you don't have support for them, they won't win you the game. You need ranged damage. No control from Mixalich and the Defiler, I'm surprised. Why? Why didn't he save the Defiler? Weird. 96 to 50 income for Mixalich, has enough power to make another Defiler. 3 squads of Chaos Marines being a pain. More and more heavy bolters being added. What a fight though. $112 to 38 economy for Orks. Blast tier upgrade for what? Why do you make it? Only for this war truck, I guess. The blast tier works on the war trucks, right? Well, probably not worth it. Look at the knobs, guys. Check the knobs. Same issue with the Space Marine matchup. They are so expensive, they tank the damage, of course, but without support, only one war truck from work to deal the damage. Not enough. Okay, the second one is out. What Mixalich needs to do now? A Hell Talon. Not even a Defiler is needed. Make Hell Talons and deal with the war trucks. Also a turret. This has to be upgraded. But I think Chaos won this. Well, Mixalich deserved to win. He made much less mistakes. I don't have enough fingers on my hand to count the Orks' mistakes, to be honest. Too many mistakes from RamRoud, too many bad decisions. He had this game easily won in here, only if he wouldn't suicide. Look at the amount of Ork bodies dead in this Chaos base. Why would you suicide so many Orks? For no reason. And at one point it felt like RamRoud was away from keyboard. He really wasn't doing anything in here, not reacting, and not reacting to the taken hold, so something happened to him in this game. It was obvious. Mixalich as usual trying his best to win. No mistakes mostly. Knobs, hopeless knobs. Also, no big mech was present in this last fight. Usually with the knobs you have the big mech attached to one squad, so you can make some nice engagements. There was no custom gadgets researched by RamRoud also. Probably the most important upgrade on the mech, and quite cheap. It's too cheap for what it does, right? 75 to 75 I believe is the cost. And it provides some huge bonuses and the ability to stun. Area of effect stun. Much bigger detection range. Good for defenses from range damage and so on. GG gets called by RamRoud. He deserves to lose due to the amount of mistakes he made. A nice back and forth game. Action packed. In game 3, Mixalich again changes the race to Imperial Guard. Now that's one of those races which can be a challenge for Orks. Again, I would say Orks have the early game advantage, but later on Imperial Guard gets stronger and stronger in the matchup. In late, I would say Imperial Guard is stronger. However, it's not so easy. If you don't manage to kill the Ork tier 2.5 when you have a fully upgraded guardsman, it may be difficult on tier 3 when a Ork gets the Fata bomber. Fata bomber is the perfect solution to your guardsman mass. If Imperial Guard invests a lot in guardsman mass, you try to hit tier 3 as soon as you can with work. Make 1 or 2 fighter bombers, and the investment into guardsmen would be a waste for the Imperial Guard player.
We did it, sir. I will do as you ask. Reporting for duty.
Mixalich started with 3 guardsmen and a command squad. Captures the outer points faster.
Objective secured. What now?
Wants to make sure the Orks will not decap the points.
Job's a good un, boss. It now belongs to the Orks for stomping.
The same was done by RamRoud. He took the outer locations faster.
I'm working on something. We're under attack. Don't bother me. I'm working on something. What is it?
This time RamRoud playing with 2 slugger boys and shooter boys.
Where's the fighting?
Yeah, you can't really make 3 slugger boys in this matchup. You need the shooter boys. Much better.
What is it? Up yours.
RamRoud does not want to capture the relic.
Green is
There's no reason to be aggressive, I would say, at this point. It might hurt the Ork more than the Imperial Guard. A third of HP down on the Big Mac already. What damaged him so much? The command squad, I guess, focused him. LP2 here, nothing to do. What Ork can do is deny Mixalich this relic. Seriously, he can try and get this relic. Capture it and build banners around.
What do you want?
But he would also need to make some more infantry.
Orks. Where there's one, there's 100 of them. Where's our fire support? Fear ensures loyalty. Where do you need me?
74 to 10 economy for Mixalich. The commissar is out.
Let me inspire our men.
With this amount of guardsmen,
How are we worthy?
he can easily push back those Orks.
They cannot withstand us. The boss? Who is getting shot up? You need something fixed. Follow men, charge! What is it? Oh, hey, boss.
Relic almost captured for Mixalich. 74 to 20 economy, and for Ork 86 to 20. Not a big disadvantage for Mixalich yet. Will get much better for RamRoud soon. The payload guns was placed, will be finished in a moment. And shooter boys with big shooters will be a problem. Also, miscontrol on the guardsman here kills the entire squad through the negative cover. Risky move from... Not a risky move, but obviously a mistake in micro from Mixalich. He overlooked. This is the early game on Imperial Guard. If you make 3 guardsmen, you have to make sure you can properly control them. Because you can make one wrong turn and the Ork will kill one squad easy. With the big shooters will be even more difficult for Mixalich. What can he do really? There's no armor upgrade yet on the shooter boys. So if you do not have the tactical control, you can't really fight the big shooters. Okay, RamRoud doing a mistake, I would say, staying in the negative cover and giving Mixalich time. This is another mistake from Mixalich. Why would he get out? The Ork will catch him again in the negative cover, lots of guardsmen will go down. Better if the Ork would have teleported in here, behind the command squad and commissar. So you would have 2 squads of shooter boys and big mech with big shooters against command squad and commissar with guardsmen. I would say Orks will easily win that fight. And if you disattach the mech, even better. But it would be a more risky move. RamRoud trying to play safe. Armor upgrade from Ork. Very good economy. 122 to 24 RamRoud.
What's it?
Priest from Mixalich, he's tier 2 now. Adds the tactical control and another generator. Floating on requisition a bit. Well, the fact that he lost a squad of guardsmen earlier is a big deal. Thankfully it wasn't so much reinforced. Probably not reinforced at all, in fact. Not a big loss, so he should recover the squad. Or make a Chimera. Needs the mechanized command. Floats on requisition too much. 500 float almost. Yeah, remakes the squad of guardsmen should have been done a bit faster. He probably was thinking to make it or not to make. Wrong turn from the priest. Oh, he actually wants to engage. I see. Half HP down though. Can easily kill the priest. Tank busters are here. Going somewhere. Lightning arc cast on the shooter boy squad. Without the big mech they lost morale. RamRoud with the mech shop up adds 2 more generators and the knobs. I like the fact that RamRoud is not overwatching and investing all of his resources in the shooter boys. Allowed him to build the big mech and knobs. Instead, a much needed addition to Orks army. Knobs will tank the damage. You have shooter boys to deal the damage. You have tank busters as anti-vehicle, and you have the war truck to carry the shooter boys or tank busters. Good orc army combination now from RamRoud.
Thank you, machine spirit, for our safe arrival.
Who is getting shot? What's the smash?
And looks like this might be the end soon. Mixalich got outnumbered. Chimera won't deal with those tank busters and shoot up boys. Nice aggression from the orc. Good thing RamRoud did not forget about economy. Two LP2s might go down, 2 squads of knobs also on the battlefield, and 2 squads of shooter boys. We've got the full firm line here. Now Big Mac can jump into the heavy weapon and kill it. Should have jumped here. Instant kill on the heavy weapon team. Or just get closer with all the squads and kill it. Yeah, that's about it. 68 to 40 economy now for Imperial Guard, and GG gets called. Ork took down the outer points and Mixalich was left with 3 on low economy and much weaker infantry. Well done by the Ork. Kills much more units. Everything gone wrong in this game for Mixalich. 2-1 for RamRoud. Game 4 on Battle Marshes. Mixalich will play his main again.
What now? Please, wretched is wretching.
In the top position, RamRoud will open with a generator and 3 slugger boys. 3 scouts from Mixalich. Weird placement of the chapel barracks.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Sometimes you place it here if you make assault marines, or if you're chaos for the raptors, so you can jump faster.
Scouts reporting for duty. Defending objective.
It's probably a bad placement.
Position.
If orc infantry would stay here, like big shooters, they can reach the chapel barracks, or flash gates, or orc vehicles.
Secure.
They would hit over the wall and damage the barracks.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, Lord.
Well, maybe the game won't get
Yes, my
to
lord.
that point.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, my lord.
Here to serve.
Scouts awaiting orders.
What do you want? Who is getting shot? It now belongs to the
Work already with all of his points controlled, captured. Wait, he changed his opening. He switched from 3 slugger boys to 2 slugger boys and shooter boys. Big Mac is out.
faith is my shield. The boss? Who is getting shot?
This will be upgraded to LP2, so the marine infantry on the left.
Sod off. Up yours. Under fire. Xeno sighted.
Yes, Lord.
Beware the alien. Taking damage. Walk softly and carry a big gun. This day shall be a
Position
glorious one for
secure.
the
Scouts
Imperial.
ready. At your command.
Marine squad deployed. Today the enemy shall know fear.
Scouts awaiting areas secured.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial. Direct us to the enemy. Praise the Emperor. He who stands with me shall be my God.
Bad positioning here, bad attack from Mixalich. His force commander got surrounded.
He who stands with me shall
Actually, it might be worth it if the force commander will survive and regenerate. For now receives more and more damage by the big mech.
on alert, brothers. The enemy
Well, the LP2, the Ork LP2 is down. If the force commander won't get killed in the next fight, might be worth it in fact for Mixalich to trade HP. For now, force commander gets focused in range by the big mech, very low HP.
this day shall be a
Got disattached for a second and attached to the tactical marine squad.
We stand ready. They shooting us.
One more squad of shooter boys on the way. Low economy for work again upgrades this LP2. So if Mixalich will engage again, the LP2 will kill that force commander for sure. Just has to make sure he focuses the force commander with the LP2. Big mech also goes low. Okay, the LP2 is up. Will he focus the force commander? He probably didn't. Also, sniper training for scouts was done.
Ever vigilant.
Scouts here. Scouts in position.
Important for the matchup to add the snipers. If you don't, it's difficult to deal with the big shooters if you don't have snipers.
We stand ready. We're under attack.
No pylo guns yet.
Yours.
Lots of works though on the other side.
It now belongs to the Orks.
3 squads of shooter boys already. 1 point got captured by the works on the marine side. What is he focusing with the LP2? A marine, okay. Should have focused the force commander, obviously.
Where's the fighting? Up yours. Green is best. Where's the fighting?
If the force commander dies in the next minute, if he would have been dead,
Taking heavy fire.
it would be probably over for Mixalich right here. Low economy, 62 to 10. Attack from 2 sides. Aggression from 2 sides. In fact, aggression from 1 side. Space Marines infantry was on the left. Low mobility does not allow them to fight on 2 fronts.
The boss who is getting shot.
Now work has to be careful. The snipers are here.
What is it?
Researching infiltration for the Gretchens would be nice, and he's doing it now. Has to focus the skull probe with the LP2. Nice, nicely focused. Again, does not focus the force commander with his LP2. College will force him back and take back his map.
Scouts here.
But still lower economy for Space Marines. 68 to 30. 140-20 for RamRouds. Storm Boys on the way. Storm Boys necessary to jump into the scouts and tie them up. You would also need the big mech jump in here. A good jump from the big mech might be able to kill 1 or 2 squads of scouts. If you have big shooters and blastier, even better. Back and forth aggression for now.
What do you want?
Interesting game. Looks like the work is dominating anyway. 3 generators from Mixalich.
Secured.
Floating power. Has to go tier 2. Spend this power. Why build so many generators if you don't make use of it?
At your command. Scouts ready. Scouts here. At your command.
Okay, tier 2 on the way. Has to build the listening post and also upgrade it, preferably. Or get the armory up.
Yes, my lord.
Praise the Emperor.
Yeah, the early aggression on the Force Commander when he tanked into the LP2 was very much worth it.
Today the enemy shall know.
He's still alive.
I await your instructions.
Armor upgrade for the Orks.
Don't bother me.
Big Mech with shooters getting the relic, the enemy relic.
The what? Do we get shot?
Oh boy, work is already tier 2. Completely missed that. Mech shop almost up. This is a kind of fast mech shop. Considering how aggressive the work was, Mixalich will not be prepared for the mech shop. With the mech shop and war truck, it will be so easy to catch these snipers and kill them. Good decision from RamRoud. He definitely knows what to do.
We get the job done fast.
Also blast here for the war truck.
They shall not get the job done fast.
Storm boys without chopper research won't do much damage here. Will take them ages to take this down. Would have been better if he was shooting. The Nob Leader in range deals more damage if you don't have the choppy. Has high damage to buildings. And here is the war truck. The skull probe should be disattached and okay, it was done. Shoot-up boys are here. War truck was not shooting for some time. Time to get out of here. Should have gotten in here on the scouts. He saw the position. I guess it was too risky. 98 to 30 economy for Marines. 116 to 40 for Orks. Another war truck out. And a war track on the way.
Now, you freeloaders.
Librarian incoming. Turret upgraded to anti-vehicle. Why didn't RamRoud decap this yet? It's been captured for a very long time. He could have easily decapped with a big mech. Spend a few seconds and decap, or with these storm boys.
This is take forever. Don't bother me.
Looks like the war truck got stunned again. Even if the skull probe is destroyed, it still managed to stun somehow.
What? What do you want?
Harass now from two sides. No machine pit from Mixalich. Can't really deal with work aggression on two fronts. Cannot keep up with the work speed.
This is is purest when it is unquestioning.
In Tier 2, Space Marines can fight the Orks, but not with this economy. Space Marines can easily fight the Orks, but they need higher economy in Tier 2. The problem here is Orks' economy. It's much higher. He can afford both infantry, all the upgrades, vehicles, while Space Marines can only afford the heroes. Some upgrades were made for the tactical marines also, but not enough Space Marines. And it's easy to abuse the marines. Mixalich would have no anti-vehicle if the knobs will tie up the tactical marines. Also Storm Boys as support. A sergeant goes down. Yeah, this is over for Space Marines. Aggressive play again from RamRoud. Unusual work gameplay, it's not so common these days. Nice work combination again. 2 shoot-up boys or 3 squads of shoot-up boys, 2 squads of knobs, Storm Boys, lots of vehicles. Mixalich says it's Yimba. Yeah, I'm not sure what Mixalich should have done better. If you guys have any idea what Space Marine could have done better in this game, please let me know in the commentary section, because I have no clue what Space Marine should have done to win. RamRoud mentioned that the snipers are not worth it. But how can you hold? You can't even hold until Tier 2 if you don't have snipers. So what else should Space Marine do? Mass LP2 or what? Mixalich tried to be aggressive in the first game with full all-in tactical marines. And it failed, so he changed his game a bit. Failed again. Well played by the Ork, nevertheless. Even if the matchup is in Ork's favor, it might be heavily favored for Ork on this map, in fact. And the round won by RamRoud with a score 3-1. Nicely done. He will move forward, but before that we have one more game to watch, which they played for fun. Orks versus Eldar on Meeting of Minds. Mixalich picks Eldar in the 5th game.
Command me to build. Command me to build. The craft world sings to me and I respond. Command me to build. Command me to build.
Out of desperation starts with double generator. Will he do the bugged fast tier 2 or what?
We will fulfill our duty.
This bug probably was not banned in the first F2F face-to-face seasons.
My music is a pillar upon which whole worlds have been built. We will fulfill our duty. Yes. Command me to build.
Or this might be LP2 mass also.
We are here to fulfill.
No fast tier 2.
We will fulfill our duty.
4 squads of guardians.
Yes. Command me.
Shagafs told me nobody does this build.
Orks are on the move. We are guardians
Well, check this. This build was played when you didn't even know about Dawn of War.
Success. What is your wish?
You can do this build against Sisters of Battle Seraphims. Seraphims cannot do anything if you have grenades and 4 squads of Guardians. Wherever the Seraphims jump, they get the grenade in their face.
What would you have us do? Yes. How can we help? We are here to fulfill our duty.
We're under attack!
Will this work against Orks though?
Yours, puny elder. You can send out the boys.
I suppose it should be a fail if Ork will do big shooters. You probably cannot deal with the big shooters if you play like that.
Our mission.
Experimental game from Mixalich. Not a bad build, but might be a fail against Orks.
Is your wish?
He might be locked on 3 or 4 points. Probably 4. RamRoud will not allow him to take this one for some time. Gretchen's already going in there to build. Shoot up boys out. Almost out now. And here goes the first grenade. Thanks to the fast reinforcement also on Orks. Cheap and fast reinforcement. The squads might survive for a longer period of time under this assault. Not clear yet. Good damage anyways from the Guardians. Shoot up boys might change the game here. If they get in the heavy cover, it will be like a nice armor upgrade for them. Should have gotten into the heavy cover and shoot from there. Get into the heavy cover, sit and chill. Finish your listening post and maybe even go tier 2 into war trucks. Third generator, oh no, it's the aspect portal. Mixalich will not resort to bug abusing. Won't go tier 2 without aspect portal.
We are here to fulfill our duty.
Can you see this last line on the aspect portal? Allows building the soul shrine. Some players think the developers forgot to delete this line, which is a big lie. If you go tier 2 without the aspect portal, it's a bug. And you should be eliminated from the tournament if you do it. It happened in some games in the previous round in this season, but many players back then didn't even know this was a bug.
Incoming enemy fire to the enemy. To the fight.
You should not be allowed to go tier 2 without any building up. No race can do that.
How can we help?
Imagine Necron going tier 2 without the summoning core. They can do that like from the very beginning, wait a bit and they have enough resources for tier 2. How would you like that? Or any other race going tier 2 without barracks. It's just unfair. 92 to 20 economy for Mixalich. Harlequin on the way. Fire Dragon. Stone. Why do you make the Fire Dragons if you only see infantry? I don't know.
What do you want?
Actually, Mixalich did not see the full picture. He did not see these shoot-up boys in there.
Up yours.
Maybe that was an overlook from RamRoud. Oh, he builds the payload guns on the enemy base. Nothing was overlooked. It's planned. Once the shoot-up boys will be upgraded, it will be fine. RamRoud floats so much he has enough to drop an HQ in here for offensive HQ. I wouldn't say it's disrespect. If you build offensive HQ, it's okay. I wouldn't be mad at my opponent. If you place an HQ in here, it can shoot. You can do the same with Imperial Guard. Build offensive HQ, get inside and deal damage to your enemy from the HQ. Why not? If you place like the Space Marine HQ or the Monolith, yeah, that shows disrespect towards your enemy. If you do that for offensive reasons, you can do it from Imperial's headquarters and Orks. It's perfectly fine. Don't be mad at your opponent if they do that. Big generator almost up in there. Yeah, RamRoud is easily dominating this. I'm assuming Mixalich doesn't even play for the win, considering his early game opening. Why would you even play like that versus Orks? He's got the armor upgrade now. But no matter what Eldar will do, Ork has the full map. Ork can lose everything and rebuild, and he will still win. The knobs are here. Shoot up boys. Lots of them around the map. Might even be a take and hold victory. Second squad of knobs out. And global upgrade for requisition. Another Fire Dragon squad. Yeah, Mixalich saw the mech shop in there. He's afraid of vehicles. But I would say in this matchup you don't even make Fire Dragons if you see vehicles. You need Wraith Lords. Fire Dragons can easily get countered by a Slugger Boy squad or even Gretchens. Any work squad can easily counter the Fire Dragons. If you have a Falcon, however, it changes the story. With the Falcon, Fire Dragons are very good. Provide much better mobility. Okay, the Fire Dragons with their Terminator armor will actually go and decap.
Incoming enemy fire.
Nice kiss, someone said. Nobody, I mean, the Harlequin's kiss never works in the games I observe or watch. Here you go. The kiss worked perfectly, and it also was used before on the shoot-up boys, and it also worked. It works, but not always. Killa can. Yeah, Ork has so many resources, can even afford the Killa can, but the Killa cans are quite cheap in fact. 190 requisition to 275 power. They are good. It has very nice armor. And look at the close combat damage. Killa can is a universal unit, can be anti-demon, can be anti-everything, in fact. Can also be upgraded to anti-vehicle. The default weapon can be used in ranged also. It's like a big shooter in here, but it deals more damage. And I believe the blast tier upgrade also increases the damage of the killer can. That's it, good game for RamRoud. Wins the round 41. A big achievement considering his opponent. Not an easy opponent, maybe the biggest threat still to be in this tournament. We'll find out later. For now, that's it. Ork wins 41. Leaves Mixalich no chances. I think it could even be 5-0 if he wouldn't make so many mistakes on Fata Morga. He had that game won. Leave your feedback below the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, if you enjoy the content. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned.